Hey there, I'm Alicia Avant, and today I want to talk about another set of systems. Honestly, this set of systems has really saved me, and the reason being is that it has to do with finances, and finances are my least favorite piece of business. Yes, I enjoy making the income, but keeping up with all those numbers makes me a little nervous, if I have to be honest. So I had to create a system for success in keeping up with business finances, and that includes a couple of things. One is a way to keep up with invoices. No matter what type of business you have, you most likely have to invoice the client and receive the payment, and you want to keep up with those payments. So I use a system called FreshBooks, and FreshBooks allows me to track my time because I do exchange hours for dollars in my business. And I also use PayPal and Stripe, and those are two ways that my clients can pay. So they have options for paying their invoices. FreshBooks will allow me to send an estimate. It will allow reoccurring billing, and that has super saved me this year. I got as many of my clients on reoccurring billing as possible, and that helped to not have to worry about when to send the invoice or if they're going to pay the invoice or when they're going to pay. So that's a great way a secret to systemizing your finances. Another piece is to find a software that will help set you up for success during tax time. I know it's only February, but tax time is just around the corner. Many of us do our taxes early, and I personally like to do that. So having these systems in place has helped me to be able to do that and do it successfully. So the other system that I use is QuickBooks, and I use QuickBooks Self-Employed. The reason being is that it's super simple. I've tried some of the larger or more intricate versions of QuickBooks, and honestly, there were too many bells and whistles, and I only needed simple pieces to make it work for my business. And the one main reason that I use this, in addition to FreshBooks, is because of the way that it tracks income and expenses. So I was able to connect it to all three of my accounts. I have a checking account for business, I have a PayPal account for business, and I have a Stripe account for business where I can collect money. I use mostly my PayPal account to pay for all business expenses, and so it allows me to track those pieces. All three accounts are connected to my QuickBooks Self-Employed account, and it has an automated system that will pull in all my transactions. All I have to remember to do is to go in and categorize those transactions. So the system that I have for that is to put a reminder on my calendar, as well as in my project management system, like I talked about last week. And that reminder helps me to remember to go in and categorize those transactions once per month. So when it becomes tax time, it has already created the reports for me that I need in order to do my taxes. So it is foolproof, and honestly, it saves me so much time. I don't have to worry about the transactions, I don't have to worry about the expenses, and I'm able to be ready for tax time without a lot of extra prep work. In fact, all I have to do is print out a Schedule C and use it for my taxes, or I can just transfer the information over to a CPA if I'd like to, or to TurboTax, whatever system you want to use for your taxes, or you do use for your taxes. It is integrated with a way to either send it to your accountant or to transfer it into the tool like TurboTax. So I highly recommend these. So let's do just a quick recap. In order to set yourself up for success in your business finances, you need a few systems. One, you need an invoicing tool, and I recommend FreshBooks. Two, you need a way to keep up with expenses, and I recommend QuickBooks Self-Employed so that it automates that process. And three, you need a way to make sure that you are ready for tax season, and I recommend putting a reminder on your calendar to categorize your expenses and income each month at the end of the month so you're ready for tax time, and you can just send it over to your CPA or pull it into your software that you used for your taxes, and you're ready to go and ready for tax season. I hope these tools and suggestions were helpful for you to be successful in your business finances.